The Labor Department reporting a record 8.1 million open jobs in March. The question now, what to do about it and whether an Operation Warp Speed type effort might be the answer. Here to discuss that is Steve Odland. He's president and CEO of the Conference Board, a CNBC contributor as well, and Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, the former mayor of Baltimore. It's good to have you both with us. Steve, you heard the number, 8.1 million open jobs in the month of March. What are we going to do about this crisis?
Yeah, this is the highest number of open jobs ever, I think. And it's not really surprising in the sense that this recession was unlike any other. We shut down the economy deliberately. Jobs were lost. Children are home from school. And now as we begin to reopen, there are imbalances. The job shortages are most acute in the states that opened early and less acute in the ones that opened late. We also have the unemployment benefits, which are distorting the markets because in some cases they're paying more than the jobs that are open. You see the job openings most acute in the unskilled labor areas like restaurants and hotels, as you were saying, retail and construction. So the labor supply is also constrained by the fact that schools are still out. And so parents still have to stay home and they're trying to balance all of that. So I think the solution is to get everything back open. It'll take some time. And, nobody's criticizing, the fact that it's been closed. It had to happen. But as we reopen, if we get it reopened, get the schools back in session, get things normalized, allow the incentives to expire, everything should resume and we'll be back to more normal markets.
All right, Mayor Rawlings-Blake, you heard Steve discuss it there. And certainly one of the things that people are blaming is this money from the government. The incentives, some say, are allowing people to stay home. Is he right? Is that the principal reason why we have 8.1 million open jobs in March?
I don't think it's the principal reason. Is it a contributing factor? Of course it is. But the fact of the matter is we have had a traumatic pandemic and we have been displaced. Jobs have been displaced. A lot of the low-skilled workers that he was talking about do not have childcare, and many of them still have young children at home. So there's going to be this tension between the number of workers available and the number of jobs that are open until we reopen everything, and not just the jobs, until we reopen schools and everything else.
Well, Steve, you know what the narrative is, and we've heard it more than anything else. And you went down a laundry list of items that are contributing to the impact of this situation. Why are we hearing about the government incentives more than anything else? Why are governors in many states now pulling back and taking away those benefits if it's about more than just the money?
Well, no, I agree with the mayor entirely. It's more than the money. There are so many factors here and there are imbalances. But look, I think that there are a lot of solutions. We've got to let it normalize. It isn't going to happen until the fall. You can't go back to school at this point. It's not, it's not going to happen until starting in September. Then the parents can start to go back. But then there needs to be an outreach by businesses to these people who have been out. People took themselves out of the workforce, primarily women and people of color. And there has to be a deliberate attempt, a deliberate outreach to bring people back into the marketplace. And, so it's going to take a while, Scott, to work through all of this. The other thing is there needs to be some degree of permanence with remote work. We've tried it out and it's working for the most part. I think it's going to be more of a hybrid situation. But with remote work, you can tap into the labor in the areas where it's cheap and plentiful and fill that in where areas that it's not available.
Mayor, do companies need to increase their incentives like Chipotle and Amazon and some others are doing now to try and entice people to get back to work?
Definitely. I think what's happening now is a leveling of the playing field when it comes to workers and their value. But also, you have to think about this Chamber of Commerce and their call to cut off the incentives and really who that hurts. And that hurts a lot of small businesses. When workers or when individuals get that unemployment check, they're spending that check. And usually they're spending it in their neighborhoods. And a lot of that money in communities that really need it is being taken off the table by governors who are more interested in making a point than to make sure that we make it through the pandemic.